Good morning. Hope everybody is well. Busy day for me today. I'm going to get my truck detailed today. It's going to go in for a couple of days. They're going to clean all the inside of the vehicle, and they're going to work on the outside, work on the paint, do some paint recovery, and sealing the painted surfaces for me. I've had this for 2 years, and in those 2 years it has been through quite a rough time. As you can look at the kind of a road which is basically my daily drive. As a result, the whole vehicle is quite gunky, to say the least. I mean, everywhere it needs to be cleaned. All the places inside need cleaning, and the outside needs a bit of recovery work done on it as well. So therefore I'm going to send it in today, and they're going to keep work on it today, tomorrow, and maybe tomorrow evening or day after tomorrow I will get the vehicle back. Once I get it back, I'm going to do a detailed review then of the work done and give you my honest assessment of whether it was worth it. So I've taken a video of the vehicle as it is before I give it for work, and I'm going to compare that with the vehicle when I get it back, and then we will have a fair assessment of how good or bad. Right. I am going to do a sort of a before video on the vehicle, so we have a before and after comparison available to us. Whenever I get it back, I'm going to do an after video, and then it will be much easier to assess whether the work has been done on the vehicle, whether it is worthwhile work or not. I have heard a lot of good things about these guys, and these guys are quite well known here in Islamabad and Pindi. And once I've done the review, I will reveal the name of the company and I'll reveal their work to you. Some more video of my daily commute road that I have to take daily, twice and thrice a day. And there is reasonable grass and jungle on the sides, but the road is really taxing on the vehicle. So, quick assessment of how I rate the work done on my truck by the company that did the restoration, the detailing on it. Just a few quick sentences. They have done a better than a fair job. They have done even a good job, but I'm not going to go as far as say they have done an excellent job and it is totally worth it doing through that particular company again. If I have to do it again, I will probably get it done 100% under my supervision. In this case, I had to give up the vehicle for 2 days. Then they were working on it and they cleaned it. The inside has been cleaned, as you can see in the pictures, but it's not as well cleaned as I would have expected out of the time and the money I paid for it. This sort of a cleaning can be achieved in 4 to 6 hours on a day, and if you're standing there, maybe it gets done better than how it was done. The outside though, the paint correction, which was you get all these swirls in the paint because you use a dirty cloth or you rough cloth, or you try to clean the vehicle when there's a dust on it, and you basically rub the dust into the paint. They've done a very good job with that. The vehicle on the day it came back from the shop was amazing looking. From those first few pictures, even in the pictures from the shop are amazing. And I am very happy with what they have done with the paint restoration. Now it's up to me to maintain the paint on the outside. On the inside, I've taken a step or two. What I've done is I've decided to have the seats covered in the material to which some people refer to as leatherite. This is a cheap version of leatherite. It's those of you who know, is Rexine. The reason I've used Rexine this time around is Rexine has a lifespan of maybe a couple of years, and then it starts deteriorating really badly. If I like the experience with it, and if I still have this vehicle, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually fork out and spend money on really good leatherite, the higher quality leatherite, which is more expensive than this, about 3 times more expensive than the Rexine I've used. And even I could go as far as to get the leather seats done in leather. This is all dependent on how much I find it to be worthwhile. Rexine at the moment, this is about keeping the seats clean. This is about keeping the dust out of the seats. This is about keeping the liquids out of the seats, because the vehicle seats were starting to get the effects of people dropping crisps, me dropping food items whenever I sat in the car and ate, which had happened a lot over the last couple of years due to the circumstances. So, all in all, if I'm going to rate this service out of 10, I'm going to give them 7.5 out of 10. This is, in my estimation, a very good mark for the time they had and the money they charged me for it. If they had charged me less for this, or if they had done a turnaround in less than a day, maybe I would have marked it higher, because then you can say, okay, this is what they could do in this much time. This 7.5 is for the interior of the vehicle, the work done in the interior of the vehicle. However, when it comes to the outside, considering the damage the paint had, the neglect the paint had, work had, and the general condition where the vehicle is driven daily, the work they have done, I'm going to rate them at 9 out of 10. Not giving them a 10 out of 10, because a 10 would be a perfect score. Perfect does not exist in real world. So with a score of 7.5 and 9 out of 10 on the exterior, I think they have done a fairly well. They have done a fairly good job. Maybe even a better than a good job. Now, once again, will I use them again? Well, it depends. If I still have the same vehicle and I have to get it done again, I'll probably get them to do the outside and the engine bay for me, because that was done really well. Engine bay was, I also have to rate it 9 out of 10. But if I have to do the interior of the vehicle again, if I have to get it stripped and done again, I'd rather have it done by somebody who comes over to my place and does it in front of me, so I can get them to correct a few things as they go along, right? So this is my assessment. Sorry, a bit of a long-winded assessment at the end, but it is worth talking about it, right? Thank you very much if you have gotten to this far, for watching such a long video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are new to the channel and you like the content I'm putting here, please subscribe. Thank you very much.